My name is Ilya and Janet. I came from Canada as a missionary to Siberia, to the city of Novokuznetsk. That's where I was born and grew up back in the Soviet Union. We do church planting, we reach out to the drug addicts, we just enjoy ministering to people. That's the only thing that gives us joy. There's nothing else to enjoy here.
In Russia, if you are not a part of the Orthodox Church, you're considered a sect.
We were a street church for months at a time because we couldn't rent a facility.
We had to move 11 times. We were kicked out of everywhere we went because we weren't Russian Orthodox.
I remember the last place before we actually bought the church building, we had services in the shoe factory. It was burned down, all the equipment stolen. There was no heat, no electricity, no running water.
If you meet in a building in minus 40 degrees, it actually feels colder on the inside of a cement building than outside.
I remember a few times in the winter going to that shoe factory to have church. I would go through an open field covered with snow. I had hoped that no one shows up and then I can cancel the service.
They would come early and they would sit there and they'd have their scarves wrapped around their faces. There'd actually be icicles on their eyes, on their eyelashes.
And I couldn't cancel it, so we would have church.
We never saw a big revival, but it was slowly built. And we just couldn't leave these people. They were like our children. We loved them.
The church was still small when we realized that everyone in this country, every family is affected by drugs or alcohol.
Drug addiction has hit every level of society.
It's very, very sad. They say that every year 100,000 young men die from drug overdose. Very quickly, we realized we need to have a ministry of Teen Challenge. In our city right now, we have 4 different locations where we take men and women, former drug addicts, when they face strong opposition from their relatives or their neighbors saying, oh, you're going to the sect. They say, do you know what? I don't know whether that's a sect or not. All I know, I was dying and nobody cared, but these people brought me the truth and the truth set me free. Almost all of our church planters who have started the church and pastoring their congregations are former drug addicts, had served time in prison. Some of them have been murderers.
Our goal is to see the gospel spread and new churches planted and rehabilitation centers started all throughout Russia.
By the year 2030, with God's help, we want to start 200 new churches throughout Siberia. If any church would be willing to come alongside, who have a burden for Russia, to help us while there's freedom, while it's day, because we see that the night is coming when no one can do anything. But right now, we have a freedom and we have an opportunity. So if God lays it on your heart, we'll be blessed and we'll be thankful.